Okay, we're back. Hope y'all are ready for this this craziness that's going on.
I'm not ready. Alright, we're just cruising in.
Just cruising on in. Full speed ahead, boys.
All aboard the Winston Payne train.
There, as I assured the court before, this is of no consequence at all. Oh, please. We must remember that the student had just murdered this lady's luncheon companion before her very eyes. Who could blame her for concealing a glass or two in her state of disarray? She was so crazy that she was organized, you know? That's absurd. Oh, really? So do we take it that you are now going to accuse this vulnerable, young, and beautiful woman of mischief?
Yeah.
What?
That about sums it up.
No. This can't be put down to mischief.
I'd like to know
I'm accusing her of murder.
exactly how the lady took the glass from the scene.
In my gun compartment that I don't have.
Scrampy Pimpy, I put it in the goose.
Oh, fancy fucking that!
It would seem that she slipped it into a small handbag she was carrying.
And you didn't check the fucking handbag, did you, Inspector?
A handbag, you say? Aye, it's a bag for your hands.
Yes, a small handheld pouch commonly carried by well-to-do women in England.
I'm glad that you said that because I was about to say India.
India. Well, I mean, after the English, yeah, they do.
Anyway.
So the beautiful lady has very graciously explained how and why she removed the glass from the scene now. However, the fact remains that this glass has absolutely no bearing on the case. He's got a tumbler of scotch in the back there. This student has been trying to confuse the court with logical reasoning, but in the end, it comes to nothing. He's making sense! Fuck that guy! No more pretentious accusations. You've wasted enough time already.
Indeed. The lady has offered a satisfactory explanation as to why she removed this glass.
I don't think so.
I think henceforth we can consider the matter to have no bearing on the case. Counsel for the defense, are you in agreement?
Well, I don't know really.
If you want to pursue this matter further, you're gonna need to show that it has some deeper significance.
Oh, it do.
Yes, you're right. So she took the glass away in her handbag. There's a deeper significance there. It's
The handbag, of course.
Wait, the lady put the glass in her handbag, you say? Yes, do try to keep up. Irony. It's already been explained to the court that all English gentlewomen carry handbags for small items.
You mean like a gun?
Whoa! Let me see. A little while ago, Miss Brate stated the following. There are no pockets in my outfit. I have nowhere to hide a gun. But what she forgot to mention was her handbag, in which it would be perfectly possible to conceal a fucking gun.
Great Scott, you're right.
Well done, partner. Yeehaw, yippee-ki-yay.
What are you insinuating, you vile blackguard?
It's really very simple. Gun in purse. Bang. The gunshot was heard when the defendant picked up the gun from the restaurant floor. As he didn't fire that gun, we can deduce there must have been another gun.
Oh. So that gun is Dr. Wilson. So, oh my god, okay. So it was like Okay, so they met. Dr. Wilson knew what was up, tried to pull on her, and then she shot him.
That seems... yeah.
Oh my god. You can't seriously be suggesting... Inspector Hosonaga.
Yes.
Did you or did you not search Miss Jibberzabrell's handbag on the day of the murder?
No, sir, I did not.
You're a shit cop. In other words, another gun, the one that was actually used to kill the professor, could have been hidden in Miss Brett's handbag. No! Fuck.
Order 3 times.
What is the meaning of this, Inspector?
The meaning of what, Professor? Oh, prosecutor, ouchie. So when the judge says order 3 times, he wants everyone to be quiet.
People start yelling out. They're like, double pepperoni pizza, crazy breadsticks.
Crazy breadsticks.
Why on earth did you not have the lady open her handbag and show you the contents at the time? Thanks to your bungling incompetence, now she has to endure these uncomfortable accusations. Okay.
Look at those tiny bugs running down his face.
Those are the bugs that Ryan keeps slapping. He sees them running across the... Oof, ah.
Brilliant work, partner. Now we have a chance to expose the real woman behind the mask.
Do you think so, Kazuma?
You bet.
Do you think we're gonna win this?
Well, what a sorry situation. Clearly you have no faith in the police.
Boy, I wonder why. Huh?
As I said, I did not search the lady's handbag after the shooting. Simply because... it was unnecessary.
Did he search it beforehand?
I have to thank the student lawyer, really. I have a piece of evidence here that I had completely forgotten about. Another gun. There were 3 guns!
Oh! Oh, I see something else that's important.
This print is of a photograph that I thought would be prudent to take immediately after the shooting. As you can see, it clearly shows Miss Brett's handbag. Well, I never... You can see right through to what's inside. That doesn't seem very safe.
Oh man, now my theory's all... well...
Apparently mesh work bags like these are the height of fashion in London at the moment. Pretty soon I imagine it's going to take on even further in the fashion industry. Maybe even mesh clothing. So the contents are clearly visible. Exactly. So there was no need to search the lady's handbag. I could see right through it!
Sharingan!
If there had been a gun inside, it would have been immediately obvious.
Ah!
I got spooked. As
Fell asleep there for a second, sorry.
As you can see, there's nothing to imply Miss Brett's guilt here. Except her guilt. Thank you for helping to prove that, Naruto-kun.
Whose fucking side are you on, bud? Ah, wah!
Order twice. Inspector handbag You will submit that print as evidence at once. Bow.
Okay. I did see something interesting in that photo, though.
I think you've had long enough to cross-examine the witness counsel.
Fuck.
The court has now been shown considerable evidence. As the photographic print just submitted into the court record appears to have no further significance, I am satisfied there is no longer any room for doubt in this matter, and I must make my ruling.
Indeed, and there is only one logical conclusion. That the pathetic rookie slumped over the bench before us is the only possible penetrator. I'm not gonna do well in prison! No. Just when I thought I was beginning to turn things around. I'm in a worse situation than I was at the start. Dude, oh! Kazuma? You got anything, bud?
I'm sorry, Ryan. You're fucked. Now that the cross-examination of the witness is over, there's no way to force the trial to continue.
What? You mean this is it?
Unless
He looks up.
we countersue.
I must say, you put up quite a fight for a rookie student, but the weaker meet while the strong eat. You were wasting your time while I was studying the law.
You were wasting your time studying the blade.
A fact that can chew on your heart's content. A fact you can chew on to your heart's content from the inside of your cell. This can't be happening. Am I really going to be found guilty of a crime that I didn't commit? Maybe I can bribe the judge. Damn it, if only you were a better lawyer. Is there really no chance now of turning this trial around?
You heard the judge. There's nothing about that last photograph the detective produced that we can contest.
There is, though.
Which means there's no basis on which we can argue for the trial to continue.
Very well, I will now proceed immediately to the ruling. Not guilty.
Seems we will be able to report to the British government on time after all.
That smug little shit. Ryanovsky Nabahaba.
Wait! Your Excellency!
What the fuck are you doing?
Pulling it out of my ass, just go with me. I don't think you can rule on this case yet! This amateurishness is getting tedious. When His Excellency deems the trial is over, he gives his ruling. That is the most basic protocol of the courtroom. Your Excellency, just a moment ago you said this. As the photographic print just submitted appears to have no further significance, there is no longer any room for doubt in this matter, and I must make my ruling. Now, that means that if there was a problem with the evidence, some significant detail, then ruling on the case at this time would be out of the question. That is blatant straw clutching. Look at the photographic print. All it shows is the handbag the gentlewoman was carrying on the day in question. No, it doesn't. There can be no problem with this evidence.
You sure about that?
You better know what you're doing. It's like I'm about to cut our way out of here.
I'm gonna start slashing. You run for the door.
Certainly, the new evidence submitted has not undergone the court's scrutiny.
He's got that bull thing on his wrist. That's very important.
Why?
The plate that the steak was on had a similar emblem because it served on like a griddle thing. So he must have burned his hand. I don't know how that's important, but I noticed that. Huh, my thoughts exactly. Really, the prosecution is becoming tired of this rookie's desperate wheezes. Yes, I am desperate, but this isn't a wheeze.
It's a gasp.
It's a slight head cold. There's something about this photograph which just doesn't seem right. If only I could put my finger on it. You can point to it, actually.
Very well. We're
It
going
comes
to
down to
defense
this.
one final opportunity.
Ding! Let's do it. What?
But be warned that if I am unsatisfied by your response here, the trial will be over with immediate effect. Do I make myself clear?
Yes, Your Excellency.
Okay then. Take another look. Look at this photograph.
That bull. Look at this here. There's a very unusual mark on the victim's wrist.
Yep. It looks almost like a burn of some sort.
Dear me, I was pondering what new piffle you would come out with. A burn, you say, on the victim's wrist? Clearly that has nothing whatsoever to do with the magnificent lady's handbag.
Aye, that's a burn mark. You're right.
Ding!
Go on, Inspector. The police coroner also noticed it when he was performing the post-mortem examination. He said, "Yep, this man's dead."
Man, if only you performed a pre-mortem examination on the lady, we wouldn't fucking be here today. What did I tell you? In any case, we have no idea when the victim suffered this burn, do we? No possible way of knowing either. We sure do. The judge is like, I want to get a tattoo of a bull now.
And the more I look at it, the more I find myself intrigued by the curious shape of this mark. However, as Prosecutor Ouchie points out, unless a firm connection to the case can be shown, I cannot allow any further time to be spent on the precise details of this burn.
Present the evidence with the stake again!
Scrimpy Bimpy. Excuse me, Your Excellency. It would seem Miss Brett has a lunch appointment with the Dean and other university staff. And I have to tinkle. She would like to know if she may be excused from the stand now.
Oh, of course, dear lady. We shan't hold you up any longer. That's not your call to make, guy.
Yeah.
I'm quite sure His Excellency is about to give his final... yeah.
What you thinking? Do you believe this burn does have something to do with the case?
It does, and I don't know why. But if I don't keep pushing, then it's all over. So I was thinking I should keep digging and digging, in the hope that I might uncover something useful. It's like treasure hunting, but for my life.
Grasping at straws. A good tactic.
Sound strategy.
Throw stuff at the wall until some sticks. If we can just link that burn to the case. If we could do that, we might be able to price this shutting door back open again.
Just give up, counsel. You can't possibly hope to do that. He's right, you know.
Indeed, I'm afraid that without evidence I can't allow you to pursue what is little more than conjecture. But if we had evidence,
Just say we have hypothetical evidence.
Hear me out. If we had evidence that irrefutably linked the burn on the victim's wrist to the case, then would you allow it? Yeah, sure. To tell you the truth, I hadn't noticed that burn, but as soon as you pointed out, what I did notice was the color draining from Miss Brett's face. Her face is as white as that goose.
That's just pixel burnout, don't mind that. I have to find some links between that burn and the case. Link it to the stake. Link it to the stake. This is the moment of truth. That other one. There it is. See?
Oh, shit.
Yeah! See that?
I didn't even notice that.
Hell yeah, man. I get into these games. I notice fucking everything. At least I try to. I think you just have to present it as is.
What's this? Another print?
Yes, Your Excellency. I believe photographic prints are an amazing invention. When we humans look at a scene, we miss things. But in a photograph, things we may never... Heh. Do hurry up, rookie! Spit it out! What are you trying to say? To inconvenience this poor lady any further really would be quite inexcusable. Actually, we may need you to stay with us a little longer, if you don't mind, Miss Brett. Goose Girl? You see, it's very clearly visible in the other photograph. How did the victim come to have that unusually shaped burn on his wrist? The reason is recorded here forevermore.
What? How?
You can't fool me with your little bluffs, boy. If that's your game, then let's see how it plays out. Show the court exactly what you mean. Where is it at? Is it... Kerchow! The beefsteak? Actually, the point is the metal plate the steak was served on.
The plate? Ah.
Your Excellency, are you alright? As you can see, there's an emblem on the plate. I would guess it's some sort of trademark of La Carnival. This emblem on the plate and the victim's burn are exactly the same shape.
Ryan, you fucking mad lad.
You're spot on.
Which means the victim must have suffered this burn while he was present at the restaurant. Fucking nailed it. We know exactly where he was murdered. But even if that is the case, we can't know if it happened on the day in question or not. It could have been the day before or the day before that. Most likely it happened at some other unrelated time. Well,
Sadly, Prosecutor Ouchie, the chances of that are extremely slim.
You tell him. Thanks. Why? You know why.
The outline of the burn is clearly discernible. Such a serious injury would have caused quite a commotion in the restaurant. Would you agree?
I can't imagine having missed such a terrible disaster, certainly.
But
I would say, looking at the picture of the wound, that it wasn't suffered very long ago. And, although it's not a particularly large burn, it's extremely well defined, as the defense just pointed out. This was no mild burn, that's for sure.
Can you be more specific, Inspector?
It's a brand. If the plate was around 90 degrees centigrade, a burn like that would have taken around 3 seconds. It's inconceivable that the victim wouldn't have let out a scream of pain then. I've been investigating at the restaurant for several weeks already, but I've not heard anyone scream at all. As the head waiter of the carnival, I can testify to that without hesitation.
But you're a detective, not a waiter!
I'm both!
Detective waiter. There you have it. Something isn't right here. So he must have, as the detective said, anyone who burnt themselves on a piping hot plate for 3 whole seconds would scream in pain. There's no question of that.
And yet the inspector never heard the professor scream. Not on that day, or the day before that, or the day before that, or the day before that.
That's right. And the strange thing is, on the day he was shot, I didn't hear him cry out either.
What are you suggesting?
Well, if the professor had carelessly laid his wrist on the plate for anything like 3 seconds that day...
That would be beyond careless, I think.
Then the rest of us in the restaurant, myself, the sergeant, and the old antique dealer, all of us would, without any question, have heard him scream. Would you agree, Prosecutor Ouchie? Well, yes, I suppose. So the question is, why didn't a single person hear Dr. Wilson scream?
I almost don't believe it. Ryan, do you think...
I'm in the end zone here, baby. Can it really be true? I never dreamt we'd arrive at a conclusion like this, but
I guess we'll come to that conclusion next time.
Next time. As it slowly pans into Ryan.
I wonder how long this is going to pan in. Well, it's still going.
Boy, it sure is. Okay, we'll see you guys next time.
Next time.